Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at a driver's misfortune. This is an expedition in the Tatras region. This expedition is unlocked after completing North of the Forest and rewards the G&S Caravan A1. So we're going to be using the KRS-63 Pathfinder, and along with this vehicle, I also have with me the Jaeger Solveig Friedenlund, as well as a large portable bridge, which you can see in the sideboard attachment on my vehicle. And if you have any other questions about my vehicle loadout, you will find that in the description below. So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing. We are starting here at the northeast outpost, and we're going to be making our way off of this mountain and down to the river where the vehicle is located right here. Once we get the vehicle, we are going to be bringing it across the river and through this lowland, right over here, through this waterway, all the way over here, and this is where we're going to be putting that large portable bridge. There's a large gap in the rocks there, and the bridge is just going to make it a little easier to traverse that. Once we get through that, we're going to go up through the little rock passageway, through the forest, and back to the field operations base to deliver the vehicle. So that's a little bit about what we're doing. Let's go ahead and I will show you how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and make our way up and over this hill and out of this outpost. And what we're going to do is go ahead and make our way right on through these rocks here. And right on down the hill. Through all these trees. Once you get past these trees, there's a big dip in the ground right here. Just going to just nice and slowly kind of roll into that. And then knock these trees over and make our way out. So from here, we're going to go right in between these rocks here. Nice and easy. And then we're going to just follow this open space all the way down to the river. Going to head all the way down here and doing our best to mitigate these bumps in the ground here to avoid tipping hazards. And then we're going to head off to the right up the hill. And then we're going to head kind of up and down a series of hills here as we make our way to our river crossing that we'll be able to use to go get the vehicle. Well, once we get down into the swampland, we're going to kind of head up to the left here. We're just going to get right on over this hill. And that is going to get us to the river proper. And what we're going to do is go ahead and get turned around. And we're going to back down the river. And that is just going to give us a little bit more vehicle strength to pull the vehicle out of here. And we're just going to go ahead and back all the way up to the vehicle and go ahead and grab it with the winch. Once we get it straightened out, we can just start yanking it out of the water here. We can fire the vehicle up. It does have a snorkel, so it is not going to drown in the water here. And that is where our specialist is going to come into play, because that is going to give us a lot more strength on the towing vehicle to allow us to pull it through some of these tougher obstacles. Once we get up and over these rocks here, there we go. We're going to go ahead and just back up to the vehicle just to shorten that tow rope a little bit. And we're just going to go up and through the trees, and it's very important to have that vehicle kind of close to you because we are going to be navigating through a little bit of a mazy section of trees up ahead, and having that vehicle right close to us is just going to make it a little easier to navigate through those tight sections of trees without the vehicle getting stuck on something. So we're going to go right up this right side of these rocks here, and then angle the vehicle and just cut right across. Nice and slow to avoid a tipping hazard. And then from here we got some dips in the ground to just kind of slowly navigate over, just so we don't lose our vehicle balance. But for the most part, this next section it's just wide open area, quick and easy to navigate. Once we get through here, we're going to start making our way over to the wetland. And this is where things are going to start getting a little on the interesting side. So we're going to go ahead and just head right on down into this water area. And with this vehicle in tow, we're going to go right through here and up through the middle of these beaver dams. That vehicle close behind us, it shouldn't get stuck on anything. And we can just yank it right over. And we're just going to stay in this shallow water until right about here. We're going to go ahead and cut across. Do a little bit of this deeper water, but it's not too deep. We don't have to worry about it. The worst water we had to deal with was that river where the vehicle was actually located. But from here, we do have a tight section of trees to navigate through. So we're just going to get right through here. We should be able to just kind of beeline right through the middle of them here. And we're just going to navigate around these trees. We're just going to stay in the shallow water here so we can get onto this river. Here we're going to go in between these stumps and navigate through the rocks. Let's get caught on the stumps there. And this is where we're going to put down the bridge. So we're going to go ahead over to our inventory, and we got large portable bridge here. And we're just going to go ahead and spin this around. And we're just going to drop it right here. And that is going to allow us to get across. I think. Why is it doing that? Why? Okay, that's a little strange. I haven't used these bridges too much, but that is the first time I've actually seen that happen. But anyway, with the bridge in place now, we can just get right across here. And go up through these rocks here. That was a bizarre interaction with the bridge there. They don't work that great, but when they do work, they are fantastic. And so we're just going to go ahead and navigate through all these stumps here. Yank the vehicle over it. And then we're going to go ahead and head through this little miniature cave here. This little archway. Just going to kind of squeeze right through here. Once we get through the archway, we're going to go right on up the hill in front of us. Once we get up the hill, we're going to go right around these rocks here. Once we get around the rocks, we're going to head to the left through the forest. There's going to be a little bit of swampland here to go through and some stumps, so we're just going to re-angle so that we can go around these stumps here. Once we get through that little muddy spot, it's time to head up into our outpost. So we're just going to follow the path up and around this big rock in front of us here. Go ahead and reposition the angle. And we can go ahead and drive right on over to the yellow square with the vehicle in tow. And there you go. That is going to complete a driver's misfortune and reward you with the G&S Caravan A1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you in the wilds. Bye-bye. Also, quick little note here. I also just noticed this rewards the reinforced Nerf bars for the Sheba Dart and a gateway. I don't know why I didn't see those before, but yep, extra upgrades. It's always nice. Alright, bye-bye.